Hello everyone, this is StrawberryShorty back with Otogirisou, and I believe we are on the other, maybe path that we didn't do, I don't know. I still haven't figured out the ending thing, but as I look at her from the side, I saw that Nami's profile was as beautiful as ever. I'm not sure if it was because she was tired, the good kind of tired, from playing at the river. But she had a slightly worried and mature look on her face.
What, Shorty? I see you sneaking a peek at me over there.
Well, yeah. I was caught off guard. A, you're just so eye-catching that I couldn't help myself. B, your cheeks are blushing on me. You look drunk. That's why I looked over. Yeah, we're gonna pick A. You're just so eye-catching that I couldn't help myself.
Okay, I guess I can understand that.
Nami gave a cute little laugh.
It's just such a lonely road.
Hey, Nami, are you looking at something? Nami was looking out at the side of the road.
Yeah, those yellow flowers. They caught my eye a little while ago.
There were clusters of those little yellow flowers here and there, swaying in the wind. Oh, the Otogirisou?
Otogirisou?
Yeah, it's written with 3 letters. Otogirisou. Brother cut flowers.
Oh.
She traced the letters on her hand.
Kind of a creepy name for a flower.
You can say that again. But there are other names for them, too. Hypericum, St. John's wort. They're actually pretty useful flowers.
Oh? Useful in what way?
My mom used to go out of her way to visit her home in Yamagata, where she'd distill them. She made them into a medicine that can treat pretty much anything.
A panacea, huh?
Yep. You can rub it on a wound or drink it if you've got a stomachache. It helped me deal with mosquito bites and bee stings, too.
It can handle whatever you throw at it, huh?
Nami's eyes widened. It was nice talking to Nami. She was a good listener. My younger brother had a case of the hives once, and even though he put up a fight about it, Mom rubbed it all over his skin.
Okay, and then what happened?
It healed right up, right then and there. I saw it happen myself, but I still found myself doubting what I saw.
Wow, that's amazing. And you can get that just by distilling it?
Yeah. They say it's most effective when the flowers are blooming on the plant, though.
I see. Sounds like a miracle flower.
Nami gave a small sigh.
You know everything, don't you, Shorty?
Haha, I'm not a genius. I just play one on TV.
Right, in a comedy show.
I was on a roll, so I decided I might as well tell her the legend of the Otogirisou. So, A, I decided to embellish the story a bit and really spook her. B, I thought it'd add a horror touch since Nami hated scary stories. Well, no, C, we just have to be horrible. Well, we'll just say A, since we don't want to purposefully say we're scaring her.
Once upon a time, huh?
What's this about all of a sudden? It happened ages ago. 2 brothers, falconers, lived deep in the forest. The 2 of them got along well and always spent their days hunting together.
Are you saying falconers hunt for falcons?
Here's our serious bird look. With falcons. Anyway, they were from a prestigious family that was well known for raising strong falcons, but they had a secret medicine that healed falcons' wounds. It had been passed down in their family for generations. With that medicine, falcons that usually would have died from their injuries healed right up.
That's not fair, keeping it all to themselves.
Maybe so, but it was for that reason that the brothers were respected by the nobility. So this is definitely a version we've heard before, but one day the ruler of their village gathered all the falconers around for a hunting tournament there.
A hunting tournament? Weird.
Don't pester me about the story, alright?
It feels like it's dragging on, though.
Just listen to the end anyway, or should I give you the short version? I'll just say just listen to the end anyway, because we didn't do that before. Just listen to the end anyway.
Okay.
I regained my composure and continued telling her the story. The weather was beautiful that day. It was the perfect day to go on a hunt. Everything was going well, so the nobleman was in especially good mood. However,
you scared me. Don't just suddenly shout at me like that.
After the sound of a huge bolt of lightning echoed forth, the clear sky suddenly became cloudy and big chunks of hail fell from the sky. You could hear it in the background. Everyone fled in a panic.
That hail must have really hurt, huh? Oh, rain started falling here, too.
We were hearing the rain. The falcons flying above them had it especially rough. The hail was as big as a fist, after all, which was unusual for that time of year. The falcons were getting knocked to the ground, gravely wounded.
How tragic.
Naturally, the hunt was called off. The nobleman was furious. He said that the hunt would have to take place in 5 days, so the falcons had to be healed by then, or it'd be off with the owners' heads. Wow, what a terrible nobleman.
That'd be impossible, though.
That night, the falconers all assembled at the brothers' house to get them to share the secret medicine. The kind-hearted younger brother took pity on them.
And then what happened?
The older brother would hear none of it. I mean, couldn't they have just given them the completed medicine? Their ancestors had been treated terribly by the people of that village. Their medicine was the only thing that allowed them to overcome all of the adversity they'd faced. Before their father had passed away, he told them never to share the secret medicine. They couldn't betray their father. That night, the younger brother couldn't sleep. He thought he could collect his thoughts at the lake, but instead, he found a young woman trying to walk straight down into the water there. "What are you doing?" he shouted as he ran over to her.
Please, just let me die. Please.
"What are you saying?" The brother lifted her out of the water and asked her to explain herself.
I'll be honest with you. There's no way my father's falcon can be healed in 5 days, and he's the only family I have. If he's beheaded, then I'm as good as dead.
Maybe wait until after he's dead before you go and just off yourself,
I just want to be waiting for my dad, there to greet him in the afterlife.
Hearing this, the younger brother went and brought her back some of the secret medicine. Here, use this on your father's falcon. If you do, it'll be healed in 5 days, and you can share it with the other villagers too.
Is it really okay?
Don't even think about killing yourself, okay? Just hurry up now. Go.
Thank you so much. I'll never forget what you've done for us.
The girl headed home with tears in her eyes. The younger brother didn't tell his older brother what he'd done, and then, 5 days later, the secret was out, right?
The secret was out, right?
It was. The falcons of all the neighboring villages were flying again, and the nobleman was overjoyed. The falconers all breathed a sigh of relief. And the younger brother?
And the younger brother?
The younger brother didn't go on the hunt that day. Instead, he put on a white robe, ready to die. He waited for his older brother to return, and then...
What happened then?
Upon returning, the older brother said this. "You don't regret what you did, do you?" "I don't." And then, the older brother lopped off his younger brother's head right there on the spot.
What?
At that moment, the blood splattered across the leaves of the hyperiasms nearby, leaving black spots on them that never went away. When somebody saw the flowers later, they started calling them Otogirisou, the brother-cut flowers. Flowers each have a meaning, and... Wait, what exactly was the meaning of that flower? Weird. Mine just totally blanked.
Was it like your first love or something?
What, do you think a story like that was supposed to be a love story?
Well, I mean, with the girl alone in the lake and all.
There's no way it means your first love. What was it, though? It was something more to do with misfortune. I know it wasn't suicide, though.
A flower that stands for suicide? I've never heard of anything so ridiculous.
Nami laughed. A, I responded calmly, it's not out of the question, or B, I started laughing too. See, you shouldn't be laughing at that, I got upset at her. I'll just say it's not the question. It does seem like we might be ending up on the same path, but the beginning definitely felt different. Because she was asleep during the beginning. I responded calmly. It's not out of the question. It's a big world out there. There's so many flowers with so many meanings.
Hey, more importantly, are we heading the right way? I feel like this place looks really different compared to before.
Now that she mentioned it, it did look different. A, I think we're going the right way. B, now that you mention it, it's weird that was supposed to be a shortcut. Hey, I'm not the one who made this road, so don't ask me. I'll put B this time. Now that you mention it, it's weird. This was supposed to be a shortcut.
You mean your brain took a shortcut, right?
Oh, we did get this before. Nami mocked my stupidity under her breath. This is no time to be joking around. I need to hurry. I pushed down on the gas pedal. Car! Whoa! I turned the steering wheel quickly. I think this part is mostly the same every time we play. Managed to dodge the car, careening downhill, brakes weren't working. Yeah. Car's picking up speed. Brakes aren't doing anything. Take a gamble on that big tree there. Well, let's mix things up and drive into the river. I'm gonna drive into the river! Hold the steering wheel right. We hit that river real hard. The car plunged into the water diagonally and stopped. Whoa, Nami! The windows! Get away from the window there! Shorty, if I'm going into a river, I'm heading for the window first and getting out of here. Nami grabbed me and shook me.
Snap out of it! What are you talking about?
Huh? The river. Where's the river?
What river?
Nami looked me straight in the eyes and said,
You're kidding me, right?
But the river? You're telling me there wasn't a river?
Maybe on the logo of my bag.
Hmm.
Were you just seeing things there, Shorty?
A, apparently so, I rubbed my eyes. Or B, the river just disappeared, I said stubbornly. C, I'm more concerned about the brakes. I shrugged it off. I'll say apparently so just because it's raining. Apparently so, I rubbed my eyes. We got out of the car. You can see a small light through the grass as where the tree gets hit. That light's moving. Tree gets hit. Oh no. This is still really impressive graphic. Cedar tree split. It's gonna fall on our car. Got our bag. And we started walking. It's not a house. We can't do skip red, and I don't want to mess with anything speeding it up and risk the resolution getting messed up. So, A, hoping to calm Nami down, I took her hand and quickened my pace, or my legs rose appeared. I was fear. I'll say I quickened my pace just to mix things up. I quickened my pace to hurry up and find out where the light was coming from. Come on, follow my lead. I went ahead of Nami. Oh, behind me, Nami had stopped dead in her tracks. What's wrong? These flowers. Look at all of them. I shined the flashlight around, and all I could see were hypericums. There's so many of them. Haha. What are you so afraid of? It's not like the flowers are gonna bite you. They might. Ow! What happened? I got bitten! Check Nami's feet. There was a small wound on one of her ankles. Haha. Look. Flowers don't bite. You just got scratched by a tree branch or something. I wasn't gonna tell Nami about the wound, because the truth is, the bite mark on her ankle looked like it was made by human teeth. Well, that's definitely different. Nami gasped. Oh, hypericums. She can't see the mark on her leg herself? I was blown away too. A line of hypericums fluttered at the same time, forming a sort of path leading to the lights up ahead. It's just the wind. Hey, are we really gonna go that way? Hey, do we have anywhere else to go? I looked at Nami like there was no other choice. Hey, don't worry, you've got a tough guy here with you, I said, and began to strut along like a missile man. See, we're going. In fact, we're gonna dash that way! Seeing me dash up, Nami followed my lead and started running. I say, hey, do we have anywhere else to go? Do we have anywhere else to go? I looked at Nami like there was no other choice. I started walking along with Nami. We were now standing right in front of an old Western-style mansion. It's quite a mansion there. Seems like it's haunted. Oh, stop. Don't fall for any of that occult stuff. Those are all just stories. Oh, no. Got it mixed up. It's quite a mansion there. Seems like it's haunted. Oh, stop. Don't fall for any of those occult stuff. Those are all just stories. Shorty. Are we really going in there? A, telling myself not to be afraid, I stuck my chest out and hid my fear. B, I was really worried Nami would ask me again. C, I was scared, so I put on an act. I was scared, so I put on an act. Let's go. I'm always lucky, so as long as I set off on the right foot. Alright, I'll do the same. We both started walking together. Oops, that one's my right foot. Stop being dumb. Nami and I walked into the sea of hypericums. It's like we're walking through a hypericum garden. The brick road leading to the mansion was hard to walk because it was so bumpy. I feel like I'm stepping on something. Light up so I can see it's the animal bones again. I can't tell if we've stumbled onto the same path. That's one thing about this game. Lots of cats, dogs, and mice. So back up, starting to like this mansion less and less. This isn't a cemetery. I'll pick B this time. This isn't a cemetery, is it? And we kept walking. Wait. Several meters from the entrance, Nami stopped. Look at the shadow of that tree. Somebody's there. Where? I shined the flashlight over. Light reached over like a long arm to light up the shadow of the tree. Nobody's there. And I moved the light up. Ah! It looked like a brown severed head that had been stuck on a branch. It was all wrinkled up with rough skin that was striped and speckled brown. Unless it's a snake. You've got to be kidding me. I laughed. What? Look at it. It's a wasp nest. That may be worse, depending how you look at it. They're poisonous and powerful insects, though. Some people have even been killed by the things. Let's go. Just then, the nest started to tremble, and a swarm of wasps suddenly came flying out of the nest. Ah! Run, Nami! We had nowhere to run but into the mansion. A, I took Nami's hand and we ran for our lives. B, I tried to shield Nami from the wasps we were in. You can't really shield someone from wasps, so we'll just take her hand. I took Nami's hand and we ran for our lives. I started banging on the door to the entrance. Help! Open the door, please! And all of a sudden, the door opened. Hey, the door opened this time. We fell in as if we'd been swallowed up. The door slammed itself shut with a heavy-sounding thud. We picked ourselves up and examined the door. How exactly had it been rigged to open and close like that? The door had led us to the entrance hall. Hello, is anybody home? We shouted several times, nice and loud, but the only replies we got were our echoes. That's weird. They have the lights on, but they're not here. They must have forgotten to turn the lights off, I guess. There was a huge glass tank in the center of the room, and it was filled to the brim with murky water. It was a giant aquarium. The slight movements of the moss that stuck to the side was kind of creepy, but the water was stagnant. There was a huge clock in the room and a large leather sofa. I feel like I've seen this room somewhere before, Mommy said as she walked in front of me. There was a suit of armor with a dull silver gleam set beside the fireplace. I walked over to it. I was hoping to touch it until Nami, who had been looking at the aquarium, called out to me. The water! The formerly stagnant water swirled and rocked, and something that clearly wasn't mud or moss peeked out from behind the glass. Whoa! Hey, did you see what that was? A, I can only wonder. Curious, I stepped closer to the glass. B, keep away from it. I grabbed Nami's hand and pulled her away from the tank as I stepped back. C, I looked all around the aquarium trying to figure out what sort of creature it was. We'll pick C. I looked all around the aquarium trying to figure out what sort of creature it was. There was a ladder on the other side of the aquarium. They must have put this here so they could drop in some food. I'm going to try climbing up to the top. Oh, you shouldn't do that. Nami tried to stop me. I have a feeling something bad will happen if you do. To be honest, I felt the same way, but it was too late for that. No backing down now. I'll be fine. Just wait right there. I climbed up the ladder. Huh? The dirty water in the aquarium started moving around slowly, forming a clockwise spiral. Oh, hey, come down from there. Hurry. The spiral started spinning faster and faster. Eventually, something rose up to the surface. Whoa. It was the corpse of some kind of animal. Hey, is something the matter up there? I suddenly felt dizzy. I climbed down the ladder. A dog or a cat or something was in there. No way. I'm serious. And the thing is, it didn't have a head. Ugh. So we've seen this one already. There's the sound from the second floor. And we're definitely seeing some new stuff, but also some not new stuff. Oh, suit of armor's gone again. Really wish we could skip ahead, but I'm not going to mess with the resolution. The last part actually came out nice. Being watched. Panicked, I made sure my hair looked perfect at times like these guys just to make sure the girl he likes isn't afraid. See, terrified, I raced up the stairs. I'll say, terrified, I raced up the stairs. Terrified, I raced up the stairs. Stairs, corridor, went to the left and to the right. I think the sound came this way. There's the sound again. This is it. There's no reply. Are they not here? Open the door without hesitation. Got that quiet music playing again. Door shut us. Panicked, I turned the doorknob. B, still I paid it no mind and walked over to check out the book on the table. Nami, look at the door. I'll try B. Still I paid it no mind and walked over to check out the book on the table. Oh, my foot got snagged on a cord and the stand crashed to the floor. The red light shined on the floor, lighting up the legs of the smaller table. Or so I thought. I could see that it wasn't actually a table. The red light on the floor had lit up the silver-colored spokes of a wheelchair. Oh, a wheelchair. What I thought was a small table was actually the lap of the person sitting in the wheelchair. I could see their slippers by the light of the stand that had fallen on the floor. Oh, I'm sorry for coming in here so suddenly. We should have knocked, but... Flustered, I turned to pick up the stand from the floor. There's no need to apologize, Mommy said, which seemed like a strange thing for her to say. Then I looked up. The person sitting in the wheelchair was a mummy. The light from the stand cut out, and the room went totally dark. Did the wheelchair just move? I stepped backwards. Mommy tugged at my clothes. The squeaking of the wheelchair was coming closer and closer. My hands were trembling. and I wasn't able to open the door. Hurry up and open it! We practically fell over ourselves to escape into the hallway. But it was pitch black outside of the room, too. I couldn't tell left from right. Nami, where's my flashlight? How would I know? I can't remember. Hey, was there anything else that could be used as a light source? We should search for my flashlight, for starters. Maybe I could use a light in my pocket. I'll say A. Was there anything else that could be used as a light source? How the lightning stretched across the sky, lighting up the hallway. There's a candlestick. Huh? There's a candlestick in the hallway, by the wall beside you. I could tell that Nami was touching the wall, looking around for it. Oh, there it is. Found it. Where are you now? Here. And where's the candlestick? Here. Oh, this is it? I felt something hard against my hand. It was one of the mummy's arms. Ah! And right after that, lightning struck, which lit up the hallway. We practically fell over ourselves as we went down the stairs. The flashlight had fallen in front of the aquarium. I picked it up in a hurry. I turned it on and pointed it at the second floor. I could see a hazy circle of light illuminate the second floor passage. There was no trace of the mummy. Okay, Nami's collapsing. I can't tell if what's happening. I didn't want to scare Nami, so I just check out the mummy by myself. I was scared, so I asked Nami to go and check for me. I was too afraid to go alone, so I decided Nami and I should go check it out together. I'll send Nami alone this time. I was scared, so I asked Nami to go and check for me. Nami.
What?
Did you see that wrinkly-looking thing? What do you think that was?
I thought it was a mummy.
I see. Well, can I ask you for a favor?
What?
Could you go and check it out?
Huh? Me? No way.
I'm too scared.
Do it, Shorty.
My knees are knocking, though.
You're pathetic.
Nami sighed.
I'll go check it out then. Wait here.
Nami headed to the staircase. Oh, Nami, wait.
What?
I'm too afraid to stay here alone.
So pathetic.
Nami ended up taking me by the hand, and together we walked up the stairs. When I opened the door, the lights were on, and both the wheelchair and the mummy were gone. Oh, Nami had spotted the diary, which had fallen on the floor. When I picked up the old leather-bound diary, I noticed how thick and heavy it was. Flipping through to the end, I saw that the last page was dated 6 years ago, and there was blood on it. There were drops of bright red blood on that page from 6 years ago. Now the ink's dry, blood is fresh. Something must have happened here. Let's leave. It's probably the blood of a mouse. Let's just say B. Or see what I mean to say is this is run, Nami. We'll pick B. It's probably the blood of a mouse that the cat ate or something.
Hey, what's that sound?
There's the armor again. Something was approaching the hallway. Maybe that suit of armor that vanished earlier?
That's ridiculous.
Sound stopped right in front of the door. Oh, the cat. The kitty jumped through the gap in the doorway and went into the hall. Did we find the cat? I don't remember us finding the cat. Holding our breath. Check out through the gap. Didn't see anybody. Let's leave the mansion. We may have just ended up on the same path. I replied, yeah, that sounds like a wise decision. Yeah, I'm creeped out too, but I get the feeling we're not going to be able to escape from this. See, man, this is the first time I've been in such a weird house. It's really fascinating. I'll pick C. Man, this is the first time I've been in such a weird house. It's really fascinating.
Are you serious?
Kinda.
Please, let's just leave. I've had enough of this place.
Nami looked like she was about to cry. Okay, let's head out. I'm going to pause here and see if I can figure anything out because I'm a little lost. Okay, so I managed to find a strategy guide for this game, and it seems like this is kind of like the Choose Your Own Adventure books, where every choice you make takes you to a different page. So I'm basically just going to fumble through this and try to pick completely different options from everything I picked before and see what we can find. So let's leave this place. Headed downstairs and opened the door at the entrance. The rain was coming down hard. With the lightning and the strong wind, we could only see about 3 meters ahead. Oh, we can't go out while it's this bad. But let's just wait, okay? We can't go out. You see, this is a completely different scene. It's like a typhoon out there.
What should we do? Are we going to spend the night in a place like this?
A, let's go see if anyone's here now. B, we can't go anywhere just yet. Let's stay here for the time being. C, what should we do? I mulled it over for a while. I'll say B. Can't go anywhere just yet. Let's stay here for the time being.
No way! What are you thinking? You're telling me we're going to stay in a place this creepy?
What other choice do we have? Shall we look around?
I don't want to do that either.
Then what do you want to do?
I want to go home.
I'm telling you, that's not going to happen. After I raised my voice at her, Nami cast her gaze down.
Don't only think of yourself. Oh? Where are you going?
Oh no, that's us. Don't only think of yourself. Oh, where are you going? Nami turned around and walked deeper into the mansion. Hey, I'm sorry I yelled at you. B, do whatever you want. C, where are you going? Aren't you afraid? Well, Big B, we'll be mad. B, do whatever you want. Nami headed down the corridor to the right. I know you'll just get scared and come back here, though. I sat down on the sofa and waited, but she didn't seem to be coming back. She's got to be pushing herself to stay away longer, even though she's scared. And the moment I got up to go look for her...
Ah!
It was Nami's scream. What happened, Nami? I ran down the hallway. Nobody was there, though. Where did she go? At that moment, the door before me suddenly opened.
Boo!
Whoa, you scared me. Nami started laughing.
Yeah, gotcha.
What did you do that for? Don't be stupid.
I was sure you'd get worried about me and come to check on me, but you never did.
That's why you screamed?
Yeah. Were you worried about me?
Why, you little... Right when I was thinking about grabbing her by the head, Nami entered the room.
Hey, take a look inside. Impressive, isn't it?
What do you mean?
The tableware, see?
It was a room for entertaining guests. I don't think we've seen this room before. There was a rectangular table in the center of the room with silver plates and spoons arranged neatly on top of it. Just enough for 3 people, huh?
Think they prepared a meal for us?
There's 1 plate too many, unless... I was about to say unless 1 plate's for the mummy, but I stopped myself before I said it. Nami was still too scared.
Unless what?
Unless there are 3 people living in this house, I guess. I managed to avoid the topic. It really is beautiful, though. I'd like to have tableware like this.
Why don't you buy it then?
I don't have enough money for it. You should buy it for... Oh. Why don't you buy it then?
I don't have enough money for it. You should buy it for me, Shorty.
Sometimes they don't have quotations, so I don't even know there's dialogue. I said nothing and went into the corridor.
Hey, wait. I was only kidding. You don't have to buy it for me. Just don't leave me alone.
Then hurry up and come with me. After we walked from the hallway to the entrance hall, Nami spoke up.
Hey, is that a phone under the aquarium?
It really is. It's a black dial-up phone. And this is call home. This is something we've heard before, so... Calling the phone up. The axe swoops down and cuts the wire. Man, this game needs a skip red option so bad. I wonder if the PlayStation version adds it. The phone should start ringing now. We'll pick something different. Sana picked up the phone, just stared at the phone, dumbfounded. I looked into Nami's eyes. I look at Nami. I looked into Nami's eyes. For a while, the 2 of us just stared at each other, but in the end, Nami couldn't take it anymore and picked up the phone.
Hello?
Nami turned pale.
Hello?
Nami pulled the phone away from her ear and looked at me as though she was asking me to help her.
The mummy. The mummy is laughing.
What? How do you know what the mummy sounds like? I took the phone from Nami. I can't hear anything at all.
No way. That can't be.
Nami took the phone back and pressed it to her ear. I don't think I hear laughing.
See?
See, you can't hear anything, can you?
Well, I did hear something earlier. I heard the squeak of the wheelchair, and after that, some laughter.
Another sound had come from the 2nd floor. I guess I'll stick with you to the end, that's what I said as I stood up. Nami and I looked at each other. I had more than enough of this, Nami. I couldn't stop myself from complaining. I'm going to say C. I've had more than enough of this, Nami. I couldn't stop myself from complaining. But I can't ignore what's going on. Here. Let's go and look around. I reluctantly headed up to the 2nd floor. Where did that noise come from? Well, either way, we haven't checked out the left side yet, so... I opened the most suspicious door, which smelled fishy. The room was dark. At the center was a pedestal covered by a black cloth. Held an array of items. Yeah, we've done this one already. This is where it would be really helpful if I had, like if I could connect my laptop to the internet. Because it would be really nice to just have the guide handy to be able to record this. And Hyperium. I think we should find the formaldehyde too, but I'm not sure. It might be later. I'm going to try pausing and fast forwarding and hope it doesn't mess up the recording. Okay, we're going to say maybe the cat's in the suit of armor and the mummy are all that's here. Maybe the cat, the suit of armor, and the mummy are all that's in here. We checked out the second floor, just to be on the safe side. Aside from the door we couldn't open, with straw dolls nailed into the door, we hadn't found any traces of anybody in the house, including in the mummy's room. So there's nobody on the second floor now, right? Nami nodded. At the very least, we could say that we couldn't find any people, the mummy or the suit of armor. I decided not to dwell on that. All right, we should try to get this seemingly unopenable door open. I started to examine the door. Hey, let's head back down, Nami said, out of the blue. Huh? I'm hungry. You are too, aren't you? Okay, we got this choice already, too. She's saying she's hungry and trying to get us out of this door, open this door. Nami's acting like herself. She wouldn't just go and take food from a stranger's kitchen. Was she saying this because she was afraid, or was it something else? Hey, Nami, what did I tell you? Nami laughed. I know you're hungry by the look on your face. No, I wouldn't say that. My stomach was weak to the power of persuasion, and it responded appropriately. Now this part feels different. I'll go on ahead, Nami said as she turned her back to me. Wait up. Hey, don't get a head start on me like that. I figured I'd go along with Nami for the time being. As I headed with Nami to the dining room, I thought they'd have something good to eat here for sure. B, hoped that they'd have something good to eat, and I forced myself to believe that they did. Let's see, B. Hoped that there's something good to eat, and forced myself to believe that they did. We set our eyes on the large refrigerator just beyond the dining room. I carefully tried opening it up. Whoa. Nami sounded happy. There were raw fish inside. We found 2 sweet fish on a large plate. Maybe they caught these in a nearby river? Seems like these were just caught, but maybe we should find the people who own this place before we eat their stuff. We can just blame it on the cat, if need be. I'll have to try meowing like a cat when I eat it in that case. These actually taste better if you grill them right beside the river, though. We'll have to settle for the oven. I'll handle the cooking. Nami took out the plate. Oh, what's this? Nami screamed and the plate fell from her hands. Huh? What? The 2 fish that had fallen on the floor were all dried up. Were they dried from the start? Yeah. Up until now, they'd looked like they were freshly caught, though. Those fish, so brown and dried out. A, seeing them reminded me of the mummy. B, now that I think about it, dried fish are kind of like fish mummies. C, one day I'm going to fish up a humongous one for you, I promise, Nami. Say, seeing them reminded me of the mummy. Scream! What? What did that sound like to you? A woman, screaming. We need to go and look for her. Judging by the look on Nami's eyes, no further explanation was necessary. Let's go. We headed in the direction that it sounded like the scream had come from. So is it going to be a cabinet or the garden thing this time? Probably the cabinet. It was lined 3 doors. That way. That way, Nami said. No, this way. I pointed to a different door. Fine, I'll look over that way, though. Hold on a second. I opened the door that Nami was talking about. B, I opened the door that I had chosen. C, I ordered Nami to open the door that I had chosen. Wow. Let's see if we can do a save. I'll open my door. I opened the door that I had chosen. It was a mysterious room. It was simply spacious and empty. Oh. What? The scream that we'd heard was the door up ahead, squeaking. Ah! Nami suddenly shouted. Get it off me! It's sticky! Sticky? Well, I said that. Some of it flew up and hit me in the face. Whoa! It was sticky, sort of like a web. What is this? A spider's web?
Get it off me! I can't stand spiders!
Me neither.
I'd rather die!
It's no good. I can't get it off. I felt something crawling around at my feet. The whole floor was swarming with black spiders. Too many for me to count. This is terrible. Run. These spiders are venomous. How do we know this?
Ah!
Don't run. They'll jump at you if you do. Don't panic. Know where that's happening. Move very, very slowly. The venomous spiders turned toward me all at once, and they squatted down, seemingly poised to jump at any second. Having Animal Crossing flashbacks.
Wait.
Beads of sweat covered my forehead. I held my breath and slowly crept over to the door. Okay, now. We finally made it out of there.
Hey, this is the webbing of a venomous spider, right?
We can just wash it off, Nami. Don't cry. And then I said, A, let's go and look for a shower together. B, you can find a shower yourself. I'll go along with you. C, just leave it. No big deal. I'll pick C so we can try and get something different. Just leave it. It's no big deal. We started looking for the bathroom. I thought we were leaving it. It didn't feel right walking around sticky and wet. Hey, haven't you found it yet? Nami was sobbing. So, here it is. There's the water faucet. Water's running. It's blood. It's just rusty. Sure it was safe. Well, pick B. Take a good look at the state I'm in like some washed up former star.
I want to get washed up too.
Seeing Nami coming up from behind me made the hair on the back of my neck stand up. The thing I saw reflected in the mirror wasn't Nami. She looked like she had emerged from the depths of hell. The look on her face was demonic. It was terrifying. I gasped and turned around to face her. But there was Nami, cute as ever, giving me a bewildered look.
What's wrong? What are you looking at me like that for?
Maybe I just imagined that because I'm tired?
Oh, let's take a look in the shower there, too.
I opened up the shower room partly because I wanted to get out of there. It was spacious, but it wasn't decorated with anything at all. It didn't feel lived in. Surprisingly clean in here. I think we should be able to use this. B. A, I let Nami go first. B, I wasn't about to let Nami shower alone. It was too dangerous. We'll pick B. I wasn't about to let Nami shower alone. It was too dangerous. Anyway, I just want to get washed up and get out of this mansion. I said nothing and took off my shirt.
What are you doing?
Huh? I'm going to take a bath. Isn't it obvious?
But I'm going to take a bath.
And your point is?
If I'm going to take a bath, then why are you taking off your shirt, Shorty?
Oh, I was thinking I might help you wash your back.
You've got to be kidding me.
Yeah. Nami asked me to come back with our change of clothes from the entrance hall. Brought them back to the shower.
Thanks. I'll be right out after I get clean, okay?
I'll be waiting out here, dirty as ever. We got that part already. I was taking her bath. She screams. She's covered in a towel. Almost burned, towel in the shower. We'll just tell ourselves Nami's okay. Nami's okay, I kept telling myself that as I ran. Nami wasn't there. Nami! I started to panic. Nami!
What's wrong? What are you shouting for?
I guess that's her drying her hair. To get out of here, walking suit of armor, gonna be killed. I'd like to take a bath if I could. But I couldn't go in there and leave Nami alone. It's dangerous. Or I better make it quick. So we'll say A. But I couldn't go in there and leave Nami alone. It'd be dangerous.
I'll be fine. Get in there and get washed up quickly.
Well, the game's forcing us along. This time I was able to control the shower's hot water without any problems. I cleaned myself off as quickly as possible. The shower didn't just get me clean, though. It washed away some of my weariness and fear, too. And it got me thinking, where could the owner of this house have gone? What kind of person were they? There was one other thing that I was curious about. Every so often, Nami's been acting different. Lately, I have no idea what she's thinking. Well, maybe it's just me. That's when I noticed something. A strange smell. It was coming from the bathtub, so I looked in. Ugh. There wasn't any water in the tub, just bones and clumps of flesh. Well, that's new. It was like they'd all been chewed on by some kind of beast. There wasn't anything like that in the tub when I was here earlier, though. I reached over to the sliding door to open it, figuring I could just leave. B, I tried to be rational. What should I do next? I was trying to get out of here. I reached over to the sliding door to open it, figuring I could just leave. It wouldn't open, though. Was the door locked from the outside? Nami, hey, Nami! Tried to force the door open, but the handle just popped right off. At that moment, the bathtub faucet and the shower both started spraying out water at full blast. Water was even coming up from the drain, and the whole shower room was filling up with water. Nami! Nami! No matter how much I shouted, Nami wasn't coming. The water reached my ankles, and then my shins, and then my knees, and it was still rising. Whoa, I'm gonna drown in here. I forgot to mention this earlier, but I never learned how to swim. I mean, I don't think that's gonna help too much at this point. I started banging on the wall. Uh-oh. Earthquake! This is happening again. Holes, climb out. Earthquake stopped. Everything's back to normal. No Nami. She could have been taken. Okay, we have those same three options. I'm here, answer me. If you can't say anything, make a noise. I'll come right over. Maybe she can't say anything, so we're going to say, make a noise. If you can't say anything, at least just make a noise. I'll come right over. I could hear a sound on the second floor, so I ran that way. Just when I'd made it halfway up the stairs, an axe swung down. I know I'd seen it before. It was the axe held by the suit of armor. When I looked up, I saw the figure of a person ducking away into the second floor hallway to hide. Nami? I'm certain it was Nami. She made a big impression in that white dress. Wait, white dress? I was confused. Nami didn't have a white dress. Nami! I raced up the stairs. But I didn't see anyone there. I had my doubts. Why would Nami throw an axe down at me? B, I figured that I couldn't have been Nami just now. How about B? I figured that couldn't have been Nami just now. It's back! The suit of armor appeared out of nowhere. Ah! I fell smack down on my butt. That's when the suit of armor drew a sword. I was as good as dead. I thought it was holding the sword. What does it have a sword? I thought it held an axe. And then it tripped. After it lost its balance, the armor left itself wide open. Take this! I tackled it as hard as I could. And it fell easily, putting up no resistance whatsoever. The sword was cast down with a thud, and the armor didn't move anymore. The quake then came to a stop, as if it had been waiting for that moment. I approached the suit of armor and flung the helmet open. Nami? Before my eyes, of all people, was Nami. She was there, unconscious. But why? I looked around, but I didn't see anyone else. Was this really Nami? Nami! Nami! I shook the suit of armor that Nami was wearing, and she opened her eyes. Shorty, what was I doing? She seemed to have no idea what was going on here. What is this? What is this? I can't move. Help me. How did you even put this thing on? I started taking off the suit of armor, starting with the feet. It felt strange, like I was taking off her clothes. Why was I wearing this suit of armor? You don't remember? I remember waiting for you to come out of the shower, and then there was this really nice fragrance in the air. After that, I started to feel sleepy, and I don't remember anything after that. And when you came to, you were wearing a suit of armor, huh? Yeah. Somebody took control of Nami, and they tried to use her to kill me. I said, A, there's some sort of demonic force in this mansion. Let's get out of here right now. B, this armor's got to have some sort of mechanism inside of it. Let's examine it closer. Or say, A, there's some sort of demonic force in this mansion. Let's get out of here right now. I took Nami by the hand and hurried off. When we opened the door at the end of the hall, it led to a connecting passageway. On one of the pillars along the passage, there were some small etchings. Oh, looks like they were comparing heights. Oh, here we go again. The heights again. The marks went about as high up to my waist. Next to the lines, there were what appeared to be names. Oh. After she had scrubbed off some of the dirt on the markings and saw the letters, Nami's jaw dropped. It's my name. One said Nami, and the other said Naomi. What a coincidence. It's not like Nami's such an uncommon name, though. Yeah, it's just weird. Look, their heights are pretty much exactly the same. Nami traced her finger on the line next to the girl who shared her name. Oh, and something strange happened. A liquid started seeping out of the pillar, making the lines comparing heights get wet. It looks like it's crying. It really did. The liquid covered the letters that said Nami, and as it passed over them, the name started to dissolve as if it was being wiped away. I said something to calm Nami down. A, must be a leaky roof. B, it must be sulfuric acid seeping out of there. I will say A. It must be a leaky roof. Yeah. Let's hurry up then. There was a garage just beyond the terrace. Huh? Someone was standing in front of it. Hey, it looks like somebody's there.
Hey, it looks like somebody's there.
so Nami can see them too. Nami, don't you think that person kind of looks like the mummy we saw earlier?
I'm sure they do look a lot alike.
The lady looked slowly over at us. Or so I thought. She had vanished. Nami?
We had to be imagining that. We didn't really see anything.
We held hands as we walked to the gate. As we passed in front of the garage, we had to get close to where we'd seen that lady earlier.
Eek!
What? What is it?
Hey, is that a grave?
It was indeed a grave. It was a Western-style grave, and it looked like it had been well taken care of. You're not going to tell me that lady we saw come out of this grave, are you? When I looked back, I could tell that something was off. Hey, what's the matter, Nami? Nami was glaring intently at the grave.
Shorty!
Nami grabbed both of my hands tightly.
Don't let go.
She was shivering terribly.
I've been here before.
What Nami had just said didn't seem right to me.
It was when I was about 6 or 7. Somebody forced us to come here.
It looks like we've stumbled into some new territory. I've never seen Nami acting like this before. Wait, hold on a second, Nami. What do you mean someone forced us to come here?
I used to live here with my family, my mom and my sister. The 3 of us. We always had so much fun together. Until one day when somebody took me away.
Nami started crying.
No matter how much I screamed and cried, nobody came to help me. They took me away from here, just me.
Hey, get it together, Nami. Who are your mom and dad back at home, then? They raised you as their only child, didn't they? Nami looked at me. Her face went completely blank.
You're right. What was I saying?
This can't be good. Nami should probably get some rest. But if we go back into the mansion to rest in there, something weird might happen again. You'll be fine, Nami. Let's get going already.
I keep remembering more.
Nami was pressing the temples of her head.
I even have memories of this mansion.
Nami.
Okay, see for yourself. There should be a red classic car in the garage.
We went back to the garage. Ah, it's purple! Just as Nami said, the car was parked there with a thick layer of dust on it.
I told you. I've ridden in this car before. I started to get goosebumps.
You must have come here to play when you were little, huh? That would explain it.
Maybe. I remember a kid. A boy, a girl. They lived here with their mom.
Nami looked surprised.
That was my mom.
Huh? Nami was rubbing her head as if it was throbbing.
Ow.
Even if it's dangerous there, she really needs to go back into that mansion to get some rest. No, she really doesn't. She can just sleep outside. We're safer. Let's go back and see if we can find any medicine for that headache of yours.
No, I don't want to go back in there. I'll be fine. Just get me out of here.
Nami looked like she was in so much pain. Okay, we'll do that. I propped Nami up by the shoulder as we walked.
But why am I remembering all of this out of the blue? I've never remembered anything like this before.
Well, we are in the mansion you're remembering, so... Don't worry. Don't even think about it right now.
I lived here in this house.
I stared at Nami, dumbstruck. What on earth was she talking about?
I was born here. I have a sister. That's right. Her name's Naomi.
Cut it out, Nami. Somebody's given you a phony memory. Get those thoughts out of your head. You've been possessed.
You're wrong. You're wrong, Shorty. This is my house. I was born here. The marks on the wall comparing our heights had my name there, right?
Hey, fine. Tell me whatever you can remember, Nami. Enough about that. Let's just get out of here. Save. Tell me what you can remember. Fine, tell me whatever you can remember, Nami. I tried to get Nami to calm down.
Oh!
Nami, watch out! A bright light shined out from the garage, and the classic car ran through the garage shutters. I grabbed Nami's arm and pulled her out of the way. We should have tried to drive that car out of here. The wind blew past us. The car slammed into a nearby wall. Nobody was in the driver's seat. The car with no driver in it backed up and turned towards us. Oh, it's out for blood! Run! The engine roared again as it barreled our way. We tried to run into the forest by the backyard garden, but the car went that way before we could. It was like the car was trying to herd us back into the mansion. Nami!
Shorty!
We stumbled into the floor of the entrance hall from the terrace. The car without a driver slammed hard into a wall on the side, reducing the car to scrap metal. Well, now we can go back out. Phew. I caught my breath and stood up. Even though I was sure Nami came with me, she wasn't there. Where could she have gone? And is she okay? It was hard to believe Nami could just vanish like that. Hey, clearly something happened to her. I should go and find her right away. She's got to be coming up right behind me, so I should wait here for her. Or C, maybe she got in before I did, and kept running. I don't know which one to pick. I guess I'd say go and find her. Clearly something happened to her. I should go and find her right away. Second floor. I heard the armor again. I raced up the stairs. The door was open, so I jumped right in. Ow! Nobody was there. What I had bumped into was a busted-up wooden chair with huge bite marks on it. Hey, you've got to be kidding me. It looked like it had been chomped into by a huge shark. Did that fish monster do this? We didn't see the fish monster in this playthrough, I'm pretty sure. My hair stood on end as I imagined that giant fish stomping around. I noticed a calendar hanging on the wall. There was a date circled in red, and a note below that. I got closer and looked at the note. It said, 6:45, welcome, Nami. And Shorty. That's me! Nami's name. And mine? 6:45 was when the lightning bolt struck, and we wandered lost into the mansion. I started to feel dizzy. Who was waiting for us here, then? Had all of the strange stuff that happened to us been planned in advance? So we're going to end this part here, even though we're probably close to an ending. I don't know if we'll ever be able to stop playing this game because there's so many different routes and it's really hard to keep track, but let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.